Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video which is all about Driclor, and it's going to be a Driclor FAQs, frequently asked questions, because I've done quite a few videos on Driclor, and under those videos I do get quite a lot of questions. So I'm going to do FAQs today on those most asked questions, or the questions that I get asked about Driclor, answer them here so it's like a total blanket for people to reference. I'm not a skin care expert, so you'll want to take anything that I say in this video as my personal experience, and I would suggest that you seek medical advice if you are suffering from hyperhidrosis and it's a long-term issue for you. But in my experience, this is something that has worked for me, and it's worked for me on the long term, 6 years. I've got a list on my phone of the different questions I've got, so I'm just going to work my way through. First off, if you're not already, subscribe. There's a whole plethora of videos on this channel, from vlogs to hauls to lifestyle stuff. So if you want to, just click the subscribe button at the bottom, give this a thumbs up, and follow on my Instagrams, which are linked up here. First question is, does it sting/itch? So I watched back through my one of my previous videos, the very first one when I first started using it, and I said it did sting then, and I can remember it stinging because you have to use it. So another question I get, or a misconception about Driclor, you have to use it as directed on the directions. So for the first week you're meant to use it every day, put it on just before you go to bed, and then in the morning when you shower, wash it off. So, and it stings every day then. Well, it stings, itches. It depends on your tolerance level, but it's itchy. And it's going to be itchy. Even now it is slightly itchy. This is 6 years on. If you haven't watched my previous video, I'll link it up here for you to go have a watch of it. Watch that first before watching any more of this. Should have mentioned that at the beginning. But yeah, so it does sting and it does itch. Something to bear in mind if that is something that will concern you. You can't itch it. Do not itch it because it will not be effective, and you got to grit your teeth, get through it, and it will work wonders. Well, it did for me anyway. I would suggest you give it a go. If you have got hyperhidrosis or excess sweating or anything like that, especially under your underarms. So does it sting/itch? Yes, it gets better over time. Been using it for 6 years. I only need to use it every couple of months, 2 to 3 months, and it doesn't itch or sting as bad as it. It's like very, very mild now. It's like uncomfortable. I would say it's mildly uncomfortable, and you want to rub it, but you don't rub it because it won't be effective. But in that first week, when it itches like crazy, you just got to get over that. Just try and forget it's there for the first week, because you've got to use it every day, and then the next week, just because you use it every other day the next week, just try and grin and bear it. So that's the first question. So where can I buy it? I always buy mine on Boots, boots.com. I'll link it down below to the link. It's £6.19, and considering, so you're meant to only use it for 12 months, it does say there, and I would suggest it probably lasts about 12 months. The first time, well, it probably lasts for 6 months the first time you use it, because you're using it every day for the first week, and then every other day, and you're gradually working your way off of it to grow up with the immunity, I suppose. But I would say it lasts 6 months for the first time you buy it, and then from that it works. Like, I buy it once a year now, basically. Next question I get quite a bit is, can I use it on my hands and feet and anywhere basically under them other than my underarms? I have not had experience of this, and I suggest that you read the instructions and see if that is something that you can use other than your underarms, or seek medical advice again. And yeah, so I, from personal experience, cannot speak from, I personally wouldn't use it on my face, and haven't used it anywhere else on my body apart from underarms, because that's where the excess sweating happens. The next question is, how many times do you apply it every night? So I just do a couple of rolls normally when I'm using it under my underarms, and then as I said, like as the first week, you put it on, wait a few minutes before putting any pyjamas on if you're wearing pyjamas or getting into bed, and then you wash it off in the morning with your morning shower. That's how I do it, that's how it works for me. I think it does say that, I've not read the instructions again. It says, yes, it says in the morning wash off and do not reapply during the day, so it's not for that use. Another question is, when will I start seeing results? So personally, looking back at my first video, I said that I saw results after the first use, and I would say that probably after the first week, 2 weeks, you will notice a difference if it is working for you. This is what it says on the box. It says, so initially apply once during the day, last thing at night, and it says after 2 weeks you should notice a considerable improvement. And it says once sweating stops during the day, you can reduce your application to twice a week or less. So another question I get, does it cause hyperpigmentation? I've not noticed that. I know when I rewatched my original video that I said my underarms felt dry and there was a red patch after about a week. I've not noticed that again since or anything like that, so that might not be a long-lasting side effect. So the next question I get is, do you still use a normal deodorant / antiperspirant? It says on the box actually that you should continue to use your regular deodorant as normal, and that is what I do. So now I use a Sanex deodorant. It's over there, I'm not going to go get it, but I use that on the daily as my daily antiperspirant. And even when I first started out these 6 years ago using Driclor, I still washed it off in the morning and put on my regular deodorant / antiperspirant as normal. Does it stain your clothes? So I suppose I have noticed on way back when I noticed that there was marks on some of my pyjamas, but I'm not too precious about my pyjamas. What I would suggest is don't put anything on straight after you've applied it, and you're only meant to use it at night and then wash it off in the morning, and you're not meant to use it as a normal deodorant. This is not to replace your deodorant. So I haven't noticed any stains on my actual clothes, only pyjamas slightly. How long does a bottle last? So I kind of mentioned this earlier. Probably in the first year I bought 2 of them because you are using them a bit more, but then as the years have gone on I only buy one a year, and I did buy one again recently, and only because it started to smell funny, and I hadn't used it all up, but it just started to smell funny, and I thought and it felt a bit more sticky, as in sticky under the arms, than it would normally. Are there any side effects? So I spoke about the itching earlier, so that is one of the side effects that you may receive, and it's probably likely, but you've just got to work your way through that. Another side effect that I spoke about earlier was the red patch and dry underarms, but now I don't notice that at all, or it doesn't happen to me anymore. And another side effect was that I kind of got a sweaty, a more oily forehead. I can't be certain that was around the same time as when I started using that, but I have noticed it since using it, and well, I don't really care that much anymore, to be honest, but that is something to bear in mind as well. And then the last frequently asked question is, do you wash it off? So as I mentioned previously on how to apply it, you apply it at night, go to bed, and in your morning shower wash it off, and then apply your normal antiperspirant / deodorant. So yes, you do wash it off, but not straight away. So there might be more questions that I have not answered, but if you have any below, please let me know. Again, this is only my opinion, and I'm not a dermatologist or skincare expert or anything like that, so this is from my personal experience. What's on the box? I'd recommend speaking to your doctor or dermatologist or something first if you are going to use this product, if it's something to change in your routine, but it has worked for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've not already, please subscribe. Click down here, and my Instagrams are also linked below, and yes, I'll also link all the other Driclor videos that I've done in the past. There's quite a few now, and yeah, I hope you guys are all staying safe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.